Hello everyone, I'm JamEz, and welcome back for more American Truck Simulator Tlog, as I like to call it. Anyway, today we are here in the game, and you may or may not notice something a little bit different here. I'm actually going to show you a little bit easier. This is where my normal chair position is in my truck. Now you might be thinking, what's going on here? Well, I've installed a mod, and it is the mod I've been looking forward to since this game came out. And you can probably guess what it is since I mentioned it in a few videos before. That's right, the Field of View mod. That's so good. And why am I driving forward? The mission's all the way back there. Anyway, I selected a mission off screen, and I'm here at the place. It's like some sort of car company. Voltison Motors. And oh look, we've actually got a back window. That's pretty cool. Why can't we go faster? In other trucks I've been able to go reverse a lot quicker than this. Anyway, as you can see, we've also got another mod. It's sort of the background map mod, so it actually, adds the little details in the actual map, which I think is a very, very nice addition. So they're the two mods I've got. If you want either mod, you can just look them up. It's not difficult to look them up. If you go on to atsmods.it, then that is the website I'm using to get my mods from. But we won't be needing to use that website for much longer, as you will find out later in the video, because there's something that's going to happen very soon. Anyway, let's actually pick up our load and get going here. Let's go a little bit slower, and then we've got to sort of reverse into it. I think that's good enough. Oh yeah, we just clipped it. That should be fine though. It's only a small bit of clip, bit of clippage. By the way, if you want to get the Field of View mod as well, I will have you know that the one I specifically downloaded had like 6 or 7 different mod options, because it's not as easy as just a slider to change your field of view, unfortunately. So the one I downloaded was the 90 degrees field of view one, because there are different options. I downloaded 90 because I found that 90 is sort of the good soft spot. It's like the good area of field of view. Now there was one which was like 120, but I think that'd be a bit overkill, to be honest with you, seeing how 90 is. I personally think 90 is a bit overkill. But there you go. Anyway, we've got some stuff to talk about, and I'm actually going to turn my my high beams on just because, so you can see. It's a lot easier to see. Now, sure, other people will flash me like that, but oh well, who cares? It doesn't do anything to you. So, first thing, American Truck Simulator version 1.2 has been announced. This version will include more wheel options. Oh yeah. Best thing ever. Who can't wait for them wheel options, eh? Anyone? I'm turning into Canadian now. I'm going anyway, yeah, I personally don't care about the extra wheel options. I would much prefer something like an actual field of view option in the game, rather than mod. That'd be nice. And I don't know, just other stuff, like stuff that makes your truck look different, like more interiors. I think they need more than anything, because every truck you go in looks the same apart from the new Kenworth one, which is a little bit different, but it's not even that good of a truck, to be honest with you. I mean, it looks very nice, the new Kenworth, and I have played around with it. It's just not great. I found that the engine options you can have for it, they're not brilliant engine options, and the truck isn't too powerful, or as powerful as I want it to be. Like the Volvo Globetrotter XL from Euro Truck Simulator, which was just massively overpowered. It could get like a 750 horsepower engine. It was that ridiculous. And you could just zoom at 80 miles an hour wherever with whatever load. It was amazing. But unfortunately, we're not lucky enough to have that here. And now we're moving on to something a bit different here. Well, when I say a bit different, I mean it's still in the version 1.2 update for American Truck Simulator, which is coming soon. It is Steam Workshop support. Now, I did mention this in the previous video that it would be coming soon, and I didn't realise it would be in this very next update that's coming in the next few weeks. So I'm pretty excited for that, if I'm honest with you. It'll mean that I no longer have to go digging on atsmods.it, which is the current website I use to get American Truck Simulator mods, where I got the field of view mod and that weird map mod. So yeah, that's the website I got them from, if anyone wants to know. But no longer will we have to do that, because they'll all be on the Steam Workshop. Now, Steam Workshop, for those of you who may not know, who might not be, as up to date with me as technology, because I know that, I know that there are people like that who just play the game and they had to download Steam just to play the game, those sorts of people, not people who use Steam constantly and buying all sorts of games from it, because I've got like over 100 games in my Steam library now. Must be close to 100 actually. But yeah, I know there are some people out there who don't really keep up to date with it. But yeah, Steam Workshop support basically is a way of finding mods through the Steam client and just adding them to your game. It's as simple as clicking a button to add the mods to your game now, which is incredible. So all you do, go onto the Steam Workshop support for the game, and there'll be like a list of like hundreds and hundreds of mods that you can add to this game. All you gotta do, click subscribe, and it'll add it to your game instantly. You will then, immediately, have all those stuff in your game, and it's that easy. You just click subscribe on it, adds it, and then of course when the game updates, some stuff might be broken, but the mod creators will update it, and as soon as it updates, it will then be, automatically downloaded into your game, which I think is incredible. It is the greatest thing to ever come out of Steam, apart from like everything. Well, apart from Steam's existence, basically, which I think is incredible. Anyway, another thing that I want to talk about. Anyway, the next thing I want to talk about is actually quite annoying, and the reason being is because this is actually the second time I've had to record this video. Yeah, that's annoying. But the reason being is because for some reason I had a computer error, not last week but the week before, and that computer error meant that I had to do a system restore on my computer. Now, for some reason that uninstalled my graphics drivers, so like the Nvidia GPU drivers, meant that all my games would run sluggishly, and when I tabbed out it would crash the game, and that was literally for every game I played. And I was like, why is it doing this? Because I didn't know that at the time. I was like, what is my computer doing? It's just making everything crash. It's all weird. So I had to install my drivers again, and that was fine. Not a problem. But then, as I realised, literally like 5 minutes before recording this video, the second time around recording this video, that is that my microphone levels had been reset down to 0, which, if you don't know, means that you can't hear my voice. Now, when you're trying to record a new series for your channel, the one thing you don't want to happen is to have to play through the entire thing again. Now, this has already happened twice to another series I wanted to try and record, and that was Call of Duty Black Ops 3, which I recently got, and I'm really, really enjoying it. And I tried to record the campaign. I've recorded 2 sessions. One was about half an hour, and that one went very badly, I have to say. I wasn't sort of my usual sort of jolly self, I guess, and I was sort of coughing. Jeez, I can't talk today. Yeah, I was coughing. I had a phlegmy throat, which was meaning I could barely talk. It was awful. Absolutely awful. So halfway through the video I stopped recording, and I was like, yeah, I'll record it another time when I'm a bit better. And then I started recording it again yesterday, and for some reason my microphone was like wasn't working, and I was like, what's going on? What is going on? Why is this happening? I can't hear anything. And like when watching the video back, and I did like an hour and a half of recording yesterday, Just talking to myself, of course, you know, no one else, because the microphone was at 0% volume, meaning the video was ruined, and, you know, I can't upload it. So I'm thinking, instead of having to replay the same mission 3 times in a row, I'm just going to record a different game. So that's what I'm going to do. But these videos right here, these vlogs, for now, I'm almost considering these to just be filler right now. Even though they're not, this is sort of its own series. It's sort of a laid-back series, which has a completely different purpose to my main series. You know, these aren't edited as much, and my main series are very heavily edited. When I say heavily edited, I mean just with all the cuts, because I've got like I literally do like 500 cuts of video in my main series, if you don't know. And that's just to make it interesting, to keep the series going at a fast pace, because I know, such as myself, I don't really have much spare time anymore because I started working like a few weeks ago. And it's sort of the video for those sorts of people, you know, people who don't really have time to watch, or like really sort of fast-paced content that, you know, you've got to really pay attention to. But the thing is with my videos is I've found that the reason, well, one of the reasons I keep my videos quite short as well is so that people don't lose attention. Because I know myself, I really lose attention when I'm watching videos very quickly. But whereas in something like a very quickly, fast-paced edited video, people won't have that problem because constantly new things are being thrown at them while watching the video. But the problem is you can only stand like so much of that before you start to almost get tired, like your brain gets tired almost, which is why I keep my videos at like 16-17 minutes each. And you know, I think that's a fair deal. Now sure, it doesn't mean you're having that much content every day, but I can only produce so much, you know. And one video by me usually is like what was it? It was like 40 minutes for like raw editing to an hour. 40 minutes to an hour of recording. Whereas that video will probably get turned into a 15-16 minute video. So as you can see, there's a pretty big difference there. Anyway, I think we'll finish that off for today. So if you enjoyed this video, please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe, and continue to watch my videos. Now there is sort of a video crisis going on in the world of JamEz, but there you go. There's nothing I can do about that. I'll try and get back into a routine of making videos as quickly as I can. So yeah, apologies about the wait. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.